Hello everyone, in this video we are going to see about CALAC dynamic memory allocation. In the previous video we have discussed about MLAC dynamic memory allocation. Here we are going to see about CALAC dynamic memory allocation. We already discussed dynamic memory allocation means allocating memory during runtime. We already discussed these points. So there are different functions. MLAC in the previous video we have discussed. CLAC function, that means what? MLAC means some block of memory will be allocated, and also those memory values are uninitialized. There is no there is by default it won't store any value, so those are uninitialized value. But when we are using CLAC function, here also allocates memory for multiple elements and initializes them to 0. So memory is initialized with 0 in CLAC. So what is CLAC? That stands for C. Here in MLAC, M stands for memory. In CLAC, C stands for contiguous allocation. That means continuous. That is for contiguous allocation. It is a dynamic memory allocation function used to allocate memory for multiple elements of the same data type. So CLAC means some amount of block of memory will be allocated, and also those memory values are initialized to 0. That is what CLAC. So this is what the syntax. Here the pointer variable that is equal to data type star. Next CLAC, again in the bracket we have to mention number of elements comma size of each element. This is what the syntax of CLAC. So one example program. In this example program we are going to allocate memory for 5 integer elements, and we are going to print the memory location, and after that we are going to store some values in all those 5 locations. After storing, again we are printing the values of each location. This is whatever. That means here we are going to see, before allocating some value to that memory, what is our initialized value. We already know CLAC that memory is initialized with 0. That is what we are going to see. After that we are going to store some value. After storing, what is our new updated value. This is what we are going to see. So as usual we have to include 2 library files. If we want to use CLAC, we have to include stdlib.h file and normal standard input output header file. After including that, our main program starts. Here I am allocating one pointer variable, that is PTR, that is integer, that is an integer data type. So int star PTR. After this, using CLAC syntax, I am allocating 5 integer memory for 5 integer variables. So PTR, my pointer variable, PTR equal to int star CLAC. Here we have to give how many number of elements I am going to allocate memory. So here I am allocating for 5. So 5 comma size of int. Each location is integer data type. So after this line, for 64-bit process system, integer data single element integer element takes 4 bytes. So here we are allocating for 5. So 5 into 4, totally 20 bytes will be allocated. Next, if there is no memory space, means our pointer variable value will become null. So we have to check whether memory is allocated or not. If there is an enough memory, for our 5 variables, memory will be allocated. If there is no memory, the locations will not be allocated. So first we have to check whether memory is allocated or not. That is using if pointer equal to null. Memory is not allocated, pointer value will become null. So if pointer equal to null means printf memory allocation fail, return 1. Otherwise memory is allocated, we will move to next line. So printf, here we are printing our initial values of memory location. We already know if we are using CALAC, each location is initialized with 0 value. That is what we are printing. So I want to display initial values. So printf initial values in the new line, and next it goes to new line. So now we have to retrieve all 5 values in 5 locations now. So for that I am using for loop. So for int I equal to 0, I less than 5, I plus plus. So this function execute for 5 times. So next inside this for loop I am giving printf %d comma ptr of I. So that means ptr of 0, here ptr 5, ptr variable, that is using that we are allocating 5 elements now. So ptr of 0 means first value. So first value by default it is having 0. So likewise we are printing all 5 values. So next I equal to 1 means ptr of 1, that value is 0. We are printing that in the new line. We are printing that in the next, and I equal to 2 means ptr of 2. So what is the value stored? 0. So likewise we are printing all 5 memory location values. So all are 0 only now. After that we are providing some new, we are making new line, and after that I am going to store new value in all those 5 locations. So for that also I am using for loop. So for int I equal to 0, I less than 5, I plus plus. So this function will be executed for 5 times. So in all locations, for example we will take I equal to 0. So in ptr of, inside for loop we are having ptr of I. So ptr of 0, in that location I am storing I plus 1 star 10. That means 0 plus 1 star 10. So 1 into 10, 10. So in the 0th location 10 value will be going to store, will be stored. And next when I equal to 1, ptr of 1 equal to 1 plus 1 into 10. So 2 into 10, 20. So 20 will be stored in first location, location 1, in location 2 30, in location 3. Likewise in all 5 location 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 will be stored. After this we are going to print all those new values. So again I want to print online updated values. So we can give that using printf, and here also we can retrieve all those 5 values using for function. So for loop, so for int I equal to 0, I less than 5, I plus plus. So here I am taking the pointer, that memory location value. So printf %d ptr of 5. That means if I equal to 0, ptr of 0 value will be printed. I equal to 1, ptr of 1 value will be printed. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, all those values will be printed now. After using dynamic memory allocation, we have to free that memory. This is mandatory. So free, here we have used ptr variable. So ptr, this means after this line the memory will be freed. And next return 0. This is what about one example of this CALAC function. So output will be like this. Initial we are printing, here we are printing initial values. So and we are taking all those memory location values. So 5 initial values are 0, and after that we are printing updated value again. Now we are storing new value 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, that will be displayed now. This is what about CALAC using, that is dynamic memory allocation using CALAC. Thank you for watching.